what a day. What a day. It's a mixed bag again.
Another one bites the dust. We're in we've just finished day 9 into day 10.
Starting day 10 out here. We thought we'd finish on day 10, but we'll be finishing on day 12, I think.
Another 2 days to go.
Yeah. But we're kind of we're not rushing towards the Seychelles now because we know we can't check in till Monday anyway. So we'll just be sitting on the boat anyhow at anchor. Oh, Declan is bringing out one little
star of the show.
Star of the show.
The star.
Yeah.
The mock.
The mock. Mocha.
Okay. I can squeeze in there too.
What was I going to say? Yes, it's been a mixed bag. Yesterday was lovely. And then this morning, actually last night it started. I think Ivan got all the rain in the world on his shift.
He did last night.
Yeah.
Did you sail into that storm?
I was up and I was up and down with all you guys last night. Yes,
did he sail into that storm?
No. Oh no, it was ahead of us by the time he was just too far ahead.
There was a big storm up
But it
ahead
rained.
that these guys slowed down to avoid.
Yeah, we were roaring along at what, 6, 8 knots, weren't we?
No, like 8 to 9.
It's like 9 knots.
7 to 9.
Yeah.
Peaked at 9.9. I saw it do that.
Ooh.
There is Mocha. This is Mocha the cat, the drumming cat.
She loves to drum.
She loves to drum.
And then, so lots of wind, lots of rain, then no wind, then lots of wind, then no wind, then lots of wind, and that's how it went all night.
Yeah.
When I got up, there was no wind. And so I started to put up the. We put up the main together, didn't we?
Yeah.
We put up the main. We were on motor when I came up. Then we put out the main because there was a bit of wind, and it was like 6 or 7 knots. And I thought, oh, why don't I put up the spinnaker as well? Yes, lovely sight. Why don't I put up the spinnaker as well? I'm just tying it on, and then suddenly I feel this blast, and suddenly it's 20 knots. So I'm not going to put the spinnaker up. And we blast along for about 10 minutes, and then no wind again. And then I consider putting the spinnaker out, and then we get another little squall, and that's how it went.
Yeah.
But at least I had moon. The moon was out the last 2 days for me. I haven't had any moon, and now I'm getting the full moon.
And
you're getting the full moon from Mocha.
So it's been the big
change.
change in some ways is that we have got a completely following wind at the moment. It's actually at 180 degrees right behind us, pushing us to the to our destination.
I'm going to go and see what people are saying.
Oh yes, okay.
Yeah.
So I should have been doing that.
Whoa.
And we initially the predicted wind forecast us to have right now we should have southeasterlies. We've actually got northeasterlies, which is kind of none of the models show anything out of the north. It's more like south to southeast, if anything more southerly than anything.
We have 20 people watching and only 2 likes. Come on, guys.
I don't know. Apparently it pushes it out more if there's lots of likes on the
Hi, IR Donut. Thank you.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
New Zealand?
New Zealand.
Oh, sorry.
And Peter Mills, hello from the UK.
Oh,
Or Peter Miles, sorry. Peter Miles.
Yeah.
You're not Willie's friend, are they? Willie?
From Pajot.
Hazo.
I don't think so. I think Peter's been following us for ages.
Okay.
Yeah, but his friends.
We've been sailing with 2 other yachts. Okay, there you go. You go, Declan. There you go.
He probably doesn't want to go to anybody. No. We've been sailing with 2 other yachts in fact one of them is going to reach
No, one of them already has.
No, one of them's been there yesterday, a couple of days ago, and one Pajot arrived there last night. I haven't heard, but they should have arrived there last night.
Yeah, but they told us
2 days to go.
The other day they said, oh, a friend of ours who lives in England saw our boat and you're on the cruising Kiwis. He watches us. So what a small world.
Yeah.
And they're American. I guess they're French American, but I don't know for sure.
Not sure.
No.
He's got a lot of Kiwi friends though.
Feel free to share that little anecdote. brilliant as it was.
Amazing. So look, we haven't got much to say in terms of data details. We don't have the miles covered, but we've covered about 100 miles in the last.
Hey, Henley Road are watching!
Henley Road!
Hello!
Get in here.
That's my family in England. Hello.
Come on, sit down. Oh,
No, I'm
oh,
just
sit
weeping.
down. No,
Oh.
You need to be in there. Your mother's
All right.
there.
No, well, Alex there. I don't. My mum's probably not up. So,
There she is.
It's all
There she
changed.
is.
right, I have a cold, so that's why I keep.
I'm gonna get a little closer. It's a bit
What
dark.
do you got to say, Dex?
I don't know. It's been so mundane.
Your eyebrow. Is it always a mother?
Yeah. It's been very like standard these last couple of days. Same old, same old. We haven't had the.
Well, look, we had some lovely wind.
Hi, Bobby.
We were warm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It all does blend into one. I've almost forgotten the horrible start.
Yeah. Every day is pretty much the same. It was the first 2 days were okay, and then we had 2 horrible days, and then since then it's all just been kind of so.
It was really bad actually. It was most unpleasant.
But we had chocolate every day.
We have
Can you
had
just move that way a little bit, right?
We had chocolate
We had
every
a
single day.
big block of Galaxy chocolate yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Turns out the Maldives love chocolate. Thailand, not so much. The bars of chocolate you can buy in Thailand are like this big from the 7-Eleven. And we bought a bar of Galaxy, which is a British chocolate, and it's really good. It's right up there with Whittaker's. Not quite as
Not
good.
quite. It's a
But
distant
we had a
second.
huge,
Really.
huge big block. Wow, we had 2 of those.
Yeah.
It's been
Like, you open it
very
up.
good.
Look, it's gone. I came to get it. There's like a couple little pieces left. Far out.
So good.
Yeah.
That's our little treat as we cross. We've done really well for fruit and vegetables this time. We still have some watermelons left. I think there's
Yeah.
a few apples left. We're going to make it there.
Yeah.
And we have to get rid of all our fruit and vegetables before we arrive in the Seychelles, because they will just throw them out. So well, I think we've got it spot on this time. We've got a lot of onions actually, and I would make onion soup, but we couldn't find any beef stock. So I can make my own with some steak. Well, what did you want to talk about, Rob?
Yeah, I just want to acknowledge that, like, life on the boat is I mean, life of passage is really great, but when it's not really great, it can be really awful and challenging. And
It doesn't take much rain to make this place pretty horrible.
oh yeah, rain.
Everything
and,
gets
but,
wet and
yeah.
dirty.
But it's the challenges along the way, and we were just talking about this earlier, Rach, that the boys muck in incredibly well, and we feel very proud of them actually. You guys, yeah. I mean, we don't get it right all the time. The boys don't get it right. I don't get it right. Everyone gets it wrong occasionally. But you know, in these challenging times when the wind's blooming 20, 30 knots, it's come out of a different direction. We have to drop the sails and we have to pack it away.
And it's
somehow
raining and it's
hosing
miserable
down.
and you're tired.
And this is a 16 and a 19-year-old.
17
I
and
was-
19.
Is he 8?
it is 17.
Is he 17?
Yeah,
When did that happen?
yeah, not that long ago.
Okay. So 17 and 19. I'll tell you what. When I was 17, I was at the pub. When I was 15, I was at the pub. 14. Anyway, but we won't go there. But I mean, seriously, I was a bloody juvenile delinquent and had no direction. Well, no sport. Yeah, we've got. That's not what I'm. The point is, you know, by comparison, I was
Yeah.
a complete loser.
Well, no, what I think
No,
you're
we're
trying
not.
to say is
Yeah.
we're putting our life into their hands every single night. Ivan or Declan will be the only one up on watch, and they are in charge
Yeah.
of a boat when the weather is doing all sorts of ridiculous things from one minute to the next. So that's a little tribute to you, Dex,
Yeah.
that and
Yeah.
Ivan, who's still sleeping because he doesn't.
Actually,
he
I
didn't
must.
go to bed till 3, I think.
Well, no. See, here's Ivan. Like, I'm 3 to 5, but sometimes when he knows I've been up, I tend to end up getting up for everyone's shift to help out with whatever. And he knew I'd been up several times last night. Well, he kicked on to 3:30. It was only because I came up actually. to check on things. So I was going, must have been my time clock. But he was going to carry on even longer.
Yeah, no, because I did an hour of his shift.
Oh,
as
did
well.
you?
Oh,
Yeah.
did you?
Oh, nice.
How come?
Paid it forward.
Oh, just because we weren't doing anything, we dropped the seals, nothing was happening, so I just sat on the couch for a bit.
Oh, nice. Good
There
on
you
you.
go.
Yeah. So that's paying it forward within the family. I mean, look, yeah, it's pretty neat to see how it all operates,
Yeah.
and I'm always in the galley when I'm not out sailing, preparing beautiful meals. I made an amazing.
Yes, he does,
That was a
doesn't he?
disaster. No, it was.
No, it was
was
actually a lot
pretty
better
good.
than Rob thought it was.
Oh.
Rob's improved in leaps and bounds in the kitchen as long as he just doesn't keep adding. He likes to
Yeah,
keep
and
on
that was
adding.
my mistake last night. I spent all afternoon working on the remains of the three quarters of
I
this.
thought Finn Ivan did that.
I haven't chopped it up.
Yeah.
And then, but I was making this curry. It was going to be a pumpkin curry, big pumpkin, and 3/4 of it went into this curry. And it was, honestly, you know, when you're preparing a meal, you just have a sense it's going to be a good one, you know, and particularly with curries, you can kind of go, oh God, this is working out, but then sometimes you go, this is working out without tasting it. There's something about it.
In the picture, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't need to see me. But
I'll go and just look at.
the point is, I finished this curry. I spent hours making it, really, coming and going, and it took ages. And
Yeah.
man, it got to the critical point of taste testing it. I'd held off, and it was amazing. This pumpkin. Oops, hang on.
Wind shift.
Wind
Pumpkin was
shift.
great, and yeah, it was really extraordinary, if I say so myself. The creamy flavour of the pumpkin was coming through, and there's a mild spice. Just everything about it was perfect. But there's one thing I hadn't added. It was tamarind, and so I got the tamarind out and added the tamarind, and it destroyed it. It was like it was just this. It was just I couldn't taste the pumpkin anymore. It was awful. So then I added some cream to try and
Bring it
save
back.
it.
Come together, boys. There's
Anyway.
a big gap in the
It's a
middle.
great,
But
that's
yeah,
a great story.
Bringing it back to the
Another
night
one
shift.
to share. Another sharing story.
Bringing it back to the night shifts. Last night on my shift, we had rolly up the asymmetrical spinnaker, and we were going downwind, or it was a slight
We're looking
kind
at your
of
noses.
diagonal wind at the beginning,
Oh yeah.
and it slowly picked up over the course of my shift until it was blowing a near gale. I think it was about 23 knots true, but we were getting like 13 to 15 apparent and doing 7 to 9 knots. And I was like, my heart was like,
Yeah.
I was just watching that wind reader. I didn't blink for like so long.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just watching the wind. And I said to myself, when I see it go to 15, I'll drop it. And I did see it go to 15, and I went to drop it, but then Dad came up and said, "Nah, it's all right." And so he just continued to ride it out. I was
You
still
had ammonia. Yeah.
yeah. I was on edge. I was so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was scary. But then
It's scary.
then it passed by and it was all good.
Isn't that, and that what a great experience for a young fella to have. But just sorry, I'm going back in time. a bit.
Moments of terror.
Yeah. Days of monotony, but nice monotony, interspersed with moments of terror. I'm just reminded back to when we were sailing up the west coast of Australia, and man, that's a hairy piece of water at times. And we were, it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. Declan was on his shift. We had the big Mr. Robina spinnaker up, pushing us north, and he sailed into a crab pot. And this is just sorry, I'm talking about you in front of you, I shouldn't, to the world. But anyway, we got caught on a crab pot, and we're ending dragging this thing up with the sail. We had to drop. So everyone got up on deck. There was a mad panic. Just Rachel and I were here. Ivan was down in Bustleton with a friend, and we 2 o'clock in the morning. It meant somebody had to get in the water to cut the rope off. And Declan immediately said, "I'll go in."
Yeah, and then what?
But
Well, no, I did go in and then.
then you
you did.
realised,
And then
oh, that's a bit scary.
Yeah.
But he went in, and then Rachel went in as support, and I went on watch. And this is actually great white territory too, because it was the early season.
And it was full moon.
Full moon.
Full moon, yeah.
It was the season of humpback whales were coming up to calf, and the great whites just hang around for a feast. And you know, getting into the water at early hours of the morning in this like scary environment, and it was great. I got in and cut it off in the end.
We actually, Mum and Dad both got in. They had to put on dive gear because this thing was so hard around the rudder.
Locked in.
We ended up cutting the thing off, but yeah,
And
it
we're
was
still dragging, we're drifting as we were. Yeah. Anyway, it was quite full on, but again, what a great experience for a young fella to have. You know,
Yeah.
and
Problem solving. I mean, you made your problem, but
come back in, Rachel. Your family want to see you.
oh, I don't know what they do. Yeah, it's. I mean, there are different ways to do it on land, but it's a lot of problem solving, and sometimes under very trying conditions, and you've got to be thinking fast. Actually, Declan is your ideas man, aren't you? We often, when things are going wrong and we can't see a solution, Declan will say,
What about
"You tried this?" And we go, "Oh, of course." You're very good at finding solutions like that.
Yes, SRM had a moment of terror when he saw you cut your fringe, Declan.
yeah, well, it's recovered now.
It's coming back all fluffy.
His hair's coming back curly though.
Yeah, and a bit clearly, yeah.
It is.
Okay.
Your hair was never like that.
Yeah,
Maybe it's the salt water. I don't
think
know.
it's salt water and just
Yeah.
length and nothing. Although when I buzzed it in Kimberley, it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're getting
Maybe
curls.
it's
You're like Ivan now. You've got curls around your ears. So there you go.
EMC problem solver, he is indeed.
Yeah.
It's a
Yes,
shame
he
Ivan's
is. The
not up.
EMC is a problem. He creates a few problems, but he also solves a few as well. Right.
We're
Losing the wind.
Yeah,
It looks like a beautiful day out here, doesn't it?
Shall I do a quick...
It's hard to believe we've had so many rain showers this morning.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to see? I'll show you the setup of the mainsail. We've only got the mainsail up at the moment. It's not too windy, hopefully, for sound. So there we have it. It's the main. We don't have a Genoa. As you know, the Genoa got shredded. We could potentially put up Rolly, the spinnaker, on that side and wing it because it is 180 degrees behind, but I know.
Earlier.
We did have it up earlier, but then it all went haywire.
It's a little bit, there's not enough breeze.
Yeah, so, oh look at, Mocca's got a little position there. Hello Mocca. Actually, do you want to do the thing? This is a game we play with Mocca. She just can't get enough of this.
Not moving today.
Yeah, she does it more at night time.
Just be stationary. She'll come out.
Okay,
That's about it, I think.
Fell, Robert.
Yep, here she comes. Oh, Dick's over there. Yeah, if you run around there for ages if we do it for follow the finger. Anyway, thank you guys. Anything else? Anything else to say? Rachel?
I'm saying sayonara. See you Saturday when we should be
Yes.
arriving, hopefully, in the Seychelles. I can't promise that we'll be doing it live, but hopefully we will be live.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, by the way, someone asked, "Oh, you're doing a live the other day?" We're doing lives Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday at
Just
the moment.
until we arrive in the Seychelles.
So Saturday may be the last one for a while. We shall see. Anyway, thanks guys. Much love to you all. Life's an adventure. Keep us cool till after school. Anything else?
Rolling stone gathers no moss.
Yeah. Sweet.
Cheerio.
You never know how high you